Good morning and welcome back to another vlog. We're out for our walk today and we just stopped to look at the goats. We didn't even know these goats were here until we came on the second walk in the last vlog. Because I walked down there on that path, which is lower, and that's the one I've always walked on. But then we found this one a little bit higher up, but from down there you can't actually see up here, and these goats never made a sound, so I didn't even know they were here. So we've got goats in this one, and then there's some chicken and geese a little bit further up. But we're just going to have a little walk out a bit further up, and then I've got to do some editing later on. I'm going to edit a vanilla cake recipe. It's the one I use for all of my orders. The recipe is not a secret, and it's never been a secret, but that'll be going up. It should already be up now, but I do have a PDF that I'm going to be selling with it. It's only £1.50, but it's just what I've done over the years, trying to figure out how much mixture you need for, say, a 6-inch tin or a 7-inch tin, or maybe you want a 4-inch and a 6-inch tin. So the PDF shows you how many eggs and how much ingredients you need for all those different size tins. The highlight of the week is when the shopping arrives. The highlight of the week is when you get to amend your online shop and put stuff in your basket, and then
potluck.
Yeah, just depends on what arrives. So they haven't got any potato cakes, so this is substituted as crumpets. And they didn't have any hash browns, but pretty much everything else hopefully is alright. So it's a big long job now to disinfect all this before we put it all away. We are just sitting down to watch a new show that's just popped up on Disney Plus. It is called Prop Culture, so it's obviously all about props from different movies. We have a couple of props ourselves. We're big fans of geeky movie stuff. So it looks like there's about 8 episodes. I can see there's one on Nightmare Before Christmas. What's the first one? Mary Poppins. So we're going to start with that. I have a cup of tea on hand and just had some cake. So that sums up our Monday night. Happy Tuesday. You are currently joining me in the bedroom. It's currently the quietest room in the house. You've got the kids working on their schoolwork downstairs and Adam's watching something on TV. I'm not used to having the TV on all day, because when everybody's out at school or at work and I'm in the kitchen or doing something on the computer, the TV is always off, so I don't have any background noise. And sometimes with the TV being on constantly all day, it just gets too noisy. The background noise is too much. So I've just come into the bedroom and I'm finishing off a drawing that I started the other day, and then my iPad and pencil battery died. so I've been waiting for it to charge up. Sorry you are wobbling around a little bit, but I've got you balanced on my knee on the tripod and my iPad is in my lap, so I've obviously got to colour her other eye in. But there is something in the illustrative world called Mer-May, which means in the month of May everybody draws mermaids. I've no idea what the idea behind it is. I think it's just like the monthly challenges that you get, because there's one called Inktober where you draw something every day in October. So there's lots of different challenges, one of them is Mer-May. I have never joined in with one before because I've only just started my Cherry Thicket Instagram, which is for all my little doodles I'm doing, and I thought I'd just give this one a go. I'm not great at people, not really happy with it, but I'm still colouring in. What I'm doing is, so for mermaid there's lots of different prompts, so sometimes you might have to do a mermaid that's purple, or there'll be like a word that you get to interpret, and there's lots of different people who will put ideas forward, and the one I'm working on is neon, and the first thing that came to my mind was the 80s, obviously. So I've just drawn a little 80s style mermaid. She's got her boombox, she's got her little leotard for aerobics class, she's got the big 80s hair. So I've just got to continue colouring this in and doing all the outline, and then that will go up on Instagram soon. But tea is all nice and sorted. I made a casserole at dinner time. That should be out roughly about 4:30, so I don't have to worry about making any tea. We've had dinner. We had a healthy fry up, which is meat-free sausage, beans, spinach, mushrooms, egg. No fatty bacon or bread or anything like that. Yeah, I'm just going to sit here for a bit and finish this drawing off and just listen how peaceful it is. Nice and quiet. I am done. I'm not entirely sure how long I have been sat up here, but I have now completed the 80s style mermaid for Mer-May. So I'm going to go and grab my phone and upload this to Instagram. On camera this looks very green, but it's actually very blue, so if you want to see the proper finished thing then you can head over to the Cherry Thicket Instagram. Adam's on cobweb duty. We've got some serious cobwebs accumulating in the lights and around door frames. But you can reach, can't you? He's a bit taller than I am. It's a bit later on now and I'm just come back upstairs to remove my old nail polish. I put some yellow nail polish on the other day and most of it has come off. As you know, we never get to paint our nails, so whilst I'm not baking and whilst I haven't got any work to do, I'm going to paint my nails again. Just need to decide what colour next. All my nail polishes are at least 5 years old. They still work alright. I haven't really got much done today, to be honest. Cleaned some of my cake tubs, did my drawing, doing my nails. I do have a big job list of stuff to do. I just cannot get myself motivated at the minute. How is everyone else getting on? Are you motivated and getting all your jobs done and getting some baking done and you're out in the garden, or are you a bit like me now and just say you'll do it tomorrow and then you never do and you end up sat on the couch at night just binge watching telly, and during the day you're just snacking? I do have quite an excessive collection of nail polishes, to say that I can never actually paint my nails, and as you'll have guessed they are colour coded just because I'm an organisation freak. Got my greens and blues over here, reds, yellows and oranges, clear at the top. I have swirly dark green ones, cosmic blue, again they're all separated, they're all absolutely ancient. Purple, thinking something happy. I've already done yellow, I've had yellow on, that was that one. I also have some glittery top coats. Coral might be a good contender. Orange, an even deeper orange. Let's go with this one, something nice and bright. I'm done. They're still very wet and they're also not very neat. But I'm going to spend the rest of the night walking around like this now, trying not to touch anything. because I'm guaranteed to smudge them. Got a nice day today. So we're sitting outside, well, we've been sat outside here all morning for breakfast and it's now dinner time. So we're just having a salad. It's got bits of anything just thrown in. Chickpeas, sweet corn, avocado, spinach, lettuce. We have moved the seats down onto the grassy bit. I'm not sure you'll have noticed, but there is a tree missing from there and quite a lot of tree missing from up there. It did need cutting because this tree was massive. It was all the way up here and that one was too big and needed cutting. They've trimmed this one down and then a whole tree is missing there, so it's opened it up a bit so it's a bit more sunny, but it's also opened up a random view from when we're sat up there. If we sit up there we can see straight into somebody's bedroom window who lives just over there. So until we can find a small bush or tree, just it's literally this gap from when you sat up there and you look through that gap you can see the window. So if we can just find something just to cover that little gap, then it'll stop us from staring into somebody's room, which I'm sure they'll appreciate. But if I stand here, this fence panel obviously blocks the view, but we've got the view of the hills up there, which is nice when it's sunny. This is actually where we went walking the other day. You end up there somewhere, but I said I want that house. I want a house in the middle of nowhere with no neighbours, with just green around it. I'd rather just live up there. But they cost too much pennies, don't they? We'll have to just stick with this and try and clean all this up. But we're just going to ignore that side bit and concentrate on the bit we have actually tidied up. I'm not entirely sure what is happening here. What are you building?
A fairground attraction. So then I was going to make a river rapids because I found this lid with these bits in it.
Oh yeah, like they have it. Was it Legoland that they had one of them?
And they look like seats.
So we spent most of the day asking each other what we want to do today. It's a bit like asking what do you want to watch on Netflix, and before you know it, it's too late to actually start watching anything. So we can't do the bathroom. We've got sanding paper for the bathroom, but we haven't got any paint for the bathroom. It's too hot really to start on the front, like finish the front garden.
And go for a walk because everyone's out.
Yeah, we always decide to, if we're going for a walk, we go out before dinner time. We found it's quieter before dinner than it is after, because I think more people are having lie-ins, us included. But people with younger kids as well, usually they'll all have their dinner, wake up, get ready and stuff, and then head out after dinner. So if we're going for a walk, we'll do that beforehand. Might go out for another walk tomorrow, depending on the weather.
What time we get up?
Yeah, so we've literally just sat and asked each other what do you want to do, and we've ended up not doing anything, and we're still sat in the garden. We've just changed scenery. We've just changed position in the garden. So pretty much this is what we're doing all day. Abby's still making her model. Kai's working on more school stuff on his laptop. That's our plans for the day. Just sitting. We've had to actually go and put some sun cream on. I didn't realise how red I got. You can see a line there. I didn't realise how hot it were. So we've had to get the sun cream out and we're just going to sit here for the rest of the day. I'm just running myself a quick bath. It is only about 5:30. I am one of those weird people. I don't know if this is going to make any sense. It might make sense to a couple of people, but I always think that there's people who will have a bath or a shower at any time of day, the people who have a bath or a shower in the morning, and the people who only have a bath or a shower at night. I am one of those people. I only have a shower or a bath at night. I'm a nighttime bather. But I know there's a lot of people who are early morning showerers, and some people will just, doesn't matter what time of day it is. I just think it's weird because I have a bath and then I put new pyjamas on. I just prefer to bath at night. So it's a little earlier than I'd usually have a bath, but we had tea early because we were all starving, so I may have kind of burnt the fod a little bit, and yeah, That's a little bit sore. It goes down part of my arm. Why do I always have like a white stripe at the back and a white stripe on the inside? They're just a red one. This side isn't too bad. But yeah, not a great look, is it? Especially when your legs are bright white. They do not tan at all. Are you ready? Red, red, bright white. I'm going to have to self-tan these because no matter how long I sit in the sun, they just do not tan. Can I just say a massive thank you to everybody who watched the vanilla recipe I put up. I didn't think it'd be quite popular because there are so many baking videos. It's a really simple recipe, nothing really new to learn. But there's so many people commented it, so many people have been and bought the PDF, and when they've bought a PDF they thought, oh, I'll get a pin as well, or a stencil, or a weekly planner. So tonight I'm going to wrap up all the new orders and get them out to you tomorrow. But even if you didn't buy a PDF and you didn't buy anything and you just watched the video and left a comment, thank you, because my YouTube channel is dying a slow death during this lockdown. But it's nice to see the same faces popping up as well, because I've just noticed some little icons next to your names. This here is where I view your comments and then I can reply to them, and it automatically sorts them by who I haven't responded to yet. So I'm going to get on this later on. But some of you have icons next to your name. So it shows here that Laurel, you have been subscribed to me for a whole year. That is amazing. I must note that some of you are subscribed to me but you don't have a little icon, and that's because you haven't set your settings to public. So anybody with open playlists and public settings, they'll pop up. If you've got yours set to private, then I can't see them. But then there's some purple ones. So here we've got Di, and she's got a purple badge because she's received one of the highest numbers of hearts. So this is the little hearts that I click on your comments. So many people have commented. There's another purple heart there, Helen. Then we've got two here for Debbie. She's got lots of hearts and she's been subscribed for a whole year as well. Can't believe that people have been sticking around for a whole year. That's insane. What's this one here? 1 year. We've got Wendy, 1 year. Oh, Deborah has got 2 years. She's been around even longer. So massive thank you to everybody who just takes the time to click watch, click the play button and leaves me a comment, because I do read them and I do try to reply to all of them. It sometimes does take me a couple of days, but I get there eventually. Also, I got a parcel. I cut it open, didn't know what it was. Again, I order lots of things online, which has reminded me Kai's bulb still hasn't come yet. I didn't think there'd be a bulb in there. First thing to come out was a letter, so then I know that it's something that somebody has sent me. This lovely little letter has come from Paris Peacock. So you'll see her name pop up on the comments sometimes. She has sent through, I have no idea yet, there's a stick there. Pull this out. Oh, lollies. A little star-shaped lolly. Oh, we've got a wrapper there, so... Oh, there's the one with the missing wrapper. Yellow edge. You know what? These would actually be really handy for cakes. Super quick cake toppers that you don't have to cut out. That's actually a really good idea. And we got another green one. Oh, one for each of us. Wait, I'm going to need 2 hands. I don't want to cut the ribbon. Oh, it's a little Be Kind plaque, and it's got blue and yellow on it. This matches the bedroom perfectly. We have blue, yellow and bees. That is super cute, and I love that it's a hexagon as well, because I do have a bee plaque but it's a circle and it's on the door, so I can put this one in the bedroom. Oh, I love that. All the little beehive prints, and it has a little blue ribbon to hang it. That is super cute. Oh, thank you, Paris. I know what I'm having for my supper. We are in the middle of a field at 10:15 in the morning, with some nice views that we haven't seen before because we've gone a completely different way. I am following an app or the internet called Footpath Map. All it shows you is red lines actually, it doesn't show you where you are, and we've got lost already. We were following one and it took us through several people's gardens, though it did say public footpath on their gates. But one man's garden, he had massive aviaries in with ravens in it, he had rabbits, dogs, a caravan, Christmas ornaments, a skull, like a big massive ram skull tied to his fence, little gravestones. It was the oddest and pretty cool, but I wasn't filming that because it was obviously his garden. But he had like massive stone skinny bodied mannequins with massive mask head things on the top. Yes, it was honestly
sounds like Chainsaw Massacre.
It was honestly the weirdest public footpath I have ever walked down. But we actually had to walk back through because we were following all the signs for the public footpath, and then it just came to a stop where there should have been an arrow. We could see where the arrow was, but they'd tied the entrance up to the field, so like they'd blocked the sty off where you'd go through it, and there were two massive barking dogs. We looked into the field full of sheep and thought, yeah, not got a clue where we go from here. So now we've come the other way and we're in another field where we don't actually know where we're going, because I really need a map that has an arrow that shows us where we are, because this doesn't currently have one. That's it, well and truly lost now. Ended up somewhere near some windmills. Obviously somebody's farm. there were sheep and tractors, yeah, and just fields all the way around. So my little map shows little windmills on it, but we shouldn't be anywhere near them. We should be down here in this red spaghetti junction. Would you just set out to go for a walk? What are you doing? You should have gone under it.
I've stood in another place.
Go on, Pat.
Someone else has stood in the
Okay, Pat. Right, so I have now downloaded the real OS map and got a free 7-day free trial just so we could figure out where we were, because obviously Google Maps shows you in the middle of nowhere. So we had this red arrow and apparently these green ones are public right away. So we were up here near these windmills, and we've come down here and I think we're going up here now across this green line. That's if we don't get lost again. Still following the little green lines, but we can either go down there or straight across, but there's quite a big drop down here. It's not the most friendliest public kind of way. This is probably why nobody comes up here.
I like these things, but I ruined them.
We're doing alright with our social distancing because we have yet to see another human being on these fields. We haven't passed anybody so far. Oh my god, there's a person. There's a person on the road. This is the first time we've ever seen anybody up here. This is what we like to see, an actual sty with arrows on. So far we've had to climb over some random gates with no arrows. Oh. Whew. Absolutely knackered. What time is it now? It's 20 past 12 and we're nowhere near home yet. 2.5 hours so far. Oh. The most annoying part about this walk is you reach the green dots, which are supposed to be public rights of way. So we're right across from this green dotted line that leads down to the main road. It's right there. The main road is where them houses are there, so we should be able to walk through here and straight down there, but they have signs up saying that it's private land, so there's also a chicken. It's going to eat your Oreos. So yeah, there's lots of different green routes. They just don't exist because another route is to go straight up there, and this looks like a brand new fence and there's no styes all the way up. So we keep coming to dead ends everywhere, which is really annoying.
It's coming.
It's coming. Mr. Chicken.
I have an onion ring.
Oh god, they're all coming out.
There's another chicken.
They're all coming out. You doing, Mr. Chicken?
I called the grey one.
They're all coming out one by one.
4 chickens.
Oh no, what have we done? Oh.
Some more chickens.
We started off with one chicken and now we're surrounded.
I love chickens.
Pie and mash for tea is what is needed after being outside for about 4 hours. We have skipped a few days, but you've missed absolutely nothing as usual. Today the sun was not out, so I spent the day on the computer. I spent 2 days on the computer editing the vanilla buttercream recipe that should be up now. I've also edited the vanilla buttercream cake with the pattern on it. That's going up next Tuesday. My door is opening. I've got the bath running, although I am kind of scared to get in the bath because the other day that was sunny, we all decided to sit in the garden and we were sat out there all day, and you know when I said my legs never ever ever tan, ever, look what I've done to them. So we already had the red FOD chest arms, and now we have lobster legs, patchy lobster legs. They are incredibly sore. Don't worry, this is after sun butter. I spread it on that thick that it's kind of just set now. It's set like wax, so I've got it all peeling off. So I'm running the bath to eventually get all this off, but I could not even sleep with the cover on. Here is the other leg. This one is much worse. You can see the underneath where you could peel the butter off. You could scrape the butter off like that. It is disgusting. It needs very gently washing off because it's very, very sore. So I was asleep with my legs out of the cover, but I was my top half in the cover, and obviously I couldn't let anything touch my shins, so I was laid a bit like a praying mantis with a cape on. And that is how I slept. Today they sting when you touch them, but at least they don't sting just sitting there, so hopefully tomorrow they'll be even better, but dreading this bath. But I needed to pop on and end the vlog because I don't have an ending. Hope you've all been enjoying the sun, and I will see you again in the next one.